Alright guys, so apparently this pair of Jordans is like one of the most hyped to drop this year. Well, today we're gonna find out. Oh yeah, we also got a ton of new Yeezys and also a very special pair of shoes which I cannot wait to get into. But let's kick it off with this giant package, which I mean, you guys can see where it's from. Alright, so as you can see, we got a $700. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit different than I thought. This is the Yeezy 700 Utility Black. Wow, these are actually pretty solid. I genuinely think that this is the first time I've ever seen them in hand. I believe that this might be one of the first times that it's ever restocked. Now, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. I do really like the colorway, but do I prefer the Vantas? I'm so glad I managed to get these things for a much better price when they actually restocked a couple years ago. I've got to say, I do prefer just the solid black outsole on these as opposed to the gum. I guess the main separating factor is just, do you prefer the shape and just the overall overlay of the 700 V1, or do you prefer the 700 V2? We got nice premium suede for all of the overlay panels, a solid mesh base, and then even some leather around the eye stays. Yeah, at least they did throw in some solid materials, because the retail price on these I believe is $250, so it's hefty. Nevertheless, this is a solid pair. Let me know what you think of these down in the comments, and which one would you take? We going Vantas or Utility Black? All right, we got another ginormous box, so I actually really don't know which one is in this. Ooh, that's a satisfying one. Ooh, okay, highly anticipating these. Here we go. This is the 350 V2 Static. Man, this is such a freaking clean colorway. I am so glad I picked these things up. One of the craziest things is that these are actually sitting, I believe, not just on the Confirmed app, but at a bunch of different retailers as well. Like, they must have had a ton of pairs of these things. In fact, let me quickly just check the production date. These were made in September 2022, so obviously, I imagine they were planning to restock these things right before October came around and the whole Yeezy collaboration ended. I think now it makes a little bit more sense why this pair of shoes is sitting. Again, when these come around and people have already bought the bone colorway or something similar, maybe the hyperspace, yeah, there's just so many Yeezys out right now. I have no doubt that if these things dropped by themselves when they were supposed to, they would have sold out instantly. The first time that this pair of shoes has ever restocked, at least to my knowledge. These originally dropped, I believe, back in 2019. It kick-started this brand new, you know, the whole stripe, the semi-translucent stripe on a pair of 350. So it is definitely an iconic colorway, and not just that, it's a super good-looking pair of shoes. Now, just for anybody who is wondering about this pair, it is the non-reflective version, so there's no reflective woven material throughout. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section if you picked up a pair, but let's keep it moving. All right, we got a bag this time. This is a pair that everyone thought was going to be exclusive to the US, but apparently it wasn't. Oh man, these are too good. This is the Yeezy 700 V2 Static. Honestly, one of my favorite Yeezy 700 colorways of all time. When Adidas loaded up on the Confirmed app all of the different sneakers that they were going to drop as part of this phase or wave 4, they loaded up this pair of shoes just out in the US. So the Adidas Confirmed app is not going to be dropping these, at least as much as we thought. The one thing I didn't expect was there was actually a few retailers here in the UK and the EU who had these things in stock. I went over to End Clothing and I saw that they had an entire size run. And it seems like just a lot of people didn't know that this pair of shoes was dropping, because I posted the fact that these were available at End on my Instagram, and then very quickly soon after that, you guys freaking ate the stock and there's hardly any more sizes left. If you want to stay in the loop at some kind of like shock drops or anything like that, I usually post it up to my story. So go chuck me a follow over there. This is the first original colorway of this 700 V2 model. And yes, the retail price is definitely painful. I think these were £250, so that's like $300. But again, at least you do get somewhat solid materials. Like, you've got very, very nice soft feeling suede and leather all over the pair of shoes. I know that that does not justify the price tag, but at least you're getting something solid. All right, this one is a pretty special and crazy pair of shoes. This has got to be one of the most insane boxes for what's inside. And when you see what's inside, you guys will realize it's a freaking magnetic box. What the hell, guys? Holy. I give you like a little sizing guide over here for the 3 different ways that you can wear this pair of shoes. This is the No Two Ways foam shoe. I've never seen anything like this from any other brand that's shipping out a freaking foam pair of sneakers. You can wear them like this, where you've got the foam outer shell, and then you've got like this stretchy knit inner sock liner. Or you can pull this out. You can wear them just like this. You can see that there's an insole built in there into the pair of shoes. Or the third option, you can slip this inside. If you wear it like this, it's gonna be the most snug fit, and then you get a secure fit when you wear it like this with that little orange heel counter at the back. And just as a slipper, it's gonna be the most loose on your foot, while you just wear them without anything inside. Just to show you guys how soft this foam is. It's definitely up there with the softer foam. This is a dope pair of shoes. No Two Ways continues to surprise me with every freaking sneaker that they drop. And I think this has gotta be one of the coolest pairs I've seen them create so far. Definitely different to what I've seen other brands do with their foam shoes. None of them really give you the option of 3 different ways to wear it that actually make sense. Huge shout out to No Two Ways. Love what they're doing. The brand is awesome. Freaking Calyx is killing it. Guys, today's video is sponsored by Harry's. Now, I've been using their shaving products for well over a year now, and honestly, I wish I found them sooner. I spent so many years getting ripped off by overpriced razors or settling for cheap ones that destroyed my face. All of Harry's blades are made in their very own German factory, where they've literally been making blades for over 100 years. These people are serious, and it really shows. Every time I shave, my skin feels super smooth, and I smell great as well. I just genuinely love their product. And trust me, you will too. So if you want to try them out, they gave me an insane offer for you guys. Using the link in my description, you can get a trial set worth $13 for just $5. Trust me, you will not regret it. Thank you guys so much for using my links when I have them. It helps the channel and this content out massively. And a massive thank you to Harry's for sponsoring today's video, but let's get back to it. Alright, final pair. This is what everybody has been talking about non-freaking stop. So let's actually see how good they are. Definitely a flashy box, that's for sure. It is freaking gold. Okay. This is the Jordan 1 Palomino. Wow, these really are the freaking Mocha 2.0s. Okay, I can confirm, guys, you do not get any extra laces included, which, you know what, I'm actually kind of happy about, because they were gonna throw some freaking yellow laces in there to match the tongue. I was just gonna immediately put those things in the bin. I don't want it. All right, so we got the Jordan 1 Mocha over here. It's so freaking similar. Like, maybe I would say, if anything, the Palominos are a little bit lighter of a brown, but I think mixed with the black on this pair of shoes, it's kind of nice that it is a slightly lighter color. Okay, reverse Mocha Travis Scott comparison to the Palomino brown. Very, very different shade. I mean, this is a solid colorway. So another difference between the Mochas and then the Mocha 2.0s, let's just call them that. You also get a bigger Nike swoosh. So you can see the Mochas is a lot smaller, or not a lot smaller, but just a little bit smaller on the Mocha 1.0 to the Mocha 2.0. Very, very similar midsole. In fact, I would say identical, so kind of sailed out. This suede or nubuck material that they've added with all of the brown, it feels very, very nice. I really like the way that this feels. It feels practically identical to the Mochas. The one thing that I do really dislike about this pair of shoes, and I know I'm not alone here, but it's that freaking Nike Air tag, which is in golden, or which is literally just yellow. Just the one thing that throws this entire shoe off. Like, you've got earthy tones, you've got black, you've got brown, you've got sail, you've got more brown on the outsole, and then you just throw this yellow tag in there. Either way, it's definitely not a big deal. When you're wearing these things, I don't think you'll even see that tag. Your pants will probably cover it. In terms of a release, these things are going to be dropping on September the 2nd, so right around the corner. Of course, I'll have a full review for you guys on this pair of Jordan 1s. I think these might be one of the most hyped Jordan 1s that's dropping this entire year. I'm really liking this pair of shoes. I definitely think it's worth going for if you can pick these things up. But of course, I'd love to know what you think of these things down in the comment section, so just drop it down there. That is all of the sneakers I got for you guys today, but if you want to stay in the loop on all of the latest upcoming sneakers, well, check out that video over there.